What's going on, everybody? Thank you guys for tuning into the Run Stretch Tech YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe if you find the video useful. So today we're doing a performance review on the Curry Flow 10. So UA Warp Upper Technology provides enhanced comfort and control throughout dynamic basketball movements. Half booty upper lining for superior fit, comfort, and lockdown. TPE blend sock liner with low compression set for energy return and longevity. UA Flow cushioning technology is super light, bouncy, and provides insane grip. Internal midfoot shank adds support and stability to every move. Durable UA Flow outsole provides better court feel so you can cut and start faster than ever before. Now, the traction on this shoe is crazy, guys. I'm going to go ahead and be honest and tell you that. Also, on my jump shot, when I, explode in the air and I land, everything feels great. I mean, this is one of the best shoes you can have if you're a jump shooter. Not only that, if you're a shifty player, this shoe is great. If you're a bouncy player, this shoe is great. Okay. Now, I noticed that the ankle support was pretty solid on this shoe. All right. I also feel like this shoe is a slept-on shoe, and a lot of you are looking at it, like because it looks similar to the Curry Flow 9s, but I'm here to tell you once and for all that this shoe is not like the Curry Flow 9s in my opinion. Let's go ahead and tally up the scores for the Curry Flow 10 shoes. Now, starting with the ankle support. Ankle support, I'm going to go 10 out of 10. I feel like it's pretty solid ankle support, just like the Curry Flow 9s. Now, before we move on to the other scores, I will say that this shoe looks similar to the Curry Flow 9s, but I don't think it feels like the Curry Flow 9s. The Curry Flow 9s are a little bit more rounded, so for me, I felt a little bit more on my toes on the Curry Flow 9s versus the Curry Flow 10s. Okay, so I wanted to just go ahead and quickly say that. Now, let's move on to the traction. All right, now the traction is slightly different than the Curry Flow 9s. I feel like the bite is a little bit more on the Curry Flow 10s in comparison to the Curry Flow 9s. So, for me, I think this is top of the line traction. It's not loud, but it's very effective. Okay, so again, top of the line traction. So I got to go 10 out of 10 there. Okay, now the weight of the shoe, all right, is I gotta go 10 out of 10 with that as well. So again, it's a lightweight shoe, but it's not too light, but it's not too heavy. Okay, so if you have a game that's similar to Curry, where you're a great jump shooter, or jump shooting is in your repertoire, or you're shifty, I feel like this shoe is really good. Now, we all know that, kind of backtracking a little bit as far as the ankle support, we all know that Curry has a history of glass ankles. So if he's been, surviving over the last few years with not having many ankle injuries or, injuries that are keeping him out for long periods of time, that's how you know this shoe has really good ankle support. Okay, now coming back to the comfort of the shoe, I wear a 10, and the shoe is very comfortable, just like the Curry Flow 9s. One of the most comfortable basketball shoes out there on the market. Now, I will say a lot of people believe that this shoe isn't much different from the Curry Flow 9, but like I said before, it looks similar. Obviously, there's cosmetic changes, but for me, the shoe doesn't feel the same as the Curry Flow 9s. All right, so just keep that in mind. It looks similar, but it feels different, and to me, okay? All right, now, stability of the shoe. Yeah, I mean, since the shoe is very, flexible overall, not necessarily with the midsole and the outer sole. But as far as the rest of the shoe, all right, the material that it's made of, I feel like that's what allows a shoe to be stable. All right. So not necessarily in the midsole or the outer sole, but the rest of the shoe, the forefront, the tongue, uh, and even back here in the back of the shoe. All right, I feel like in combination with the entire rest of the shoe outside of the actual soles is what makes it stable. But I'll give it a 9 out of 10 as far as stability goes, just because of that lack of flexibility in the soles. Okay, but again, the material that the shoe is made out of, it still allows the shoe to work with you, and it's not fighting against you. But again, for that lack of flexibility in the sole, I have to reduce it down to a 9. Okay, 9 out of 10 there. Now, does the shoe run true to size? I would say yes, but if you're a person that wears a wider shoe, a wider, size, or I'm sorry, if you have wider feet like myself, uh, I went with a half a size up just because of that. Now, my normal size at 10, it did feel good, but when I'm ready to hoop, I'm ready to go, and I need the shoe to feel like I need it to feel. And so for that, I went a half a size up. And so uh, the shoe running true to size, I have to bring that down to a 9 out of 10. I mean, it's still true to size, but again, if your foot is a little bit wider, or for some reason, let's say you've been playing on them for some days, uh, and your foot is swollen or whatever, you may have a little bit of issues there, but that's just my opinion. Okay, so 9 out of 10 there. Now, ventilation of the shoe, um, there's airflow that's going all throughout this shoe. Okay, airflow everywhere. Okay, airflow all throughout the shoe, and so my foot didn't sweat at all. So I got to go 10 out of 10 as far as ventilation goes. Now, durability of the shoe, I think it's going to give you one season's wear out of them. I don't know if I would consider this shoe to be an outdoor shoe. So, as far as the durability of the shoe, I'm going to have to go 9 out of 10. And that's because I just don't know how long the outer and the midsole would last if you were to play outdoors. Okay, so that's kind of where I am with that. Now, what kind of player would be good? Shifty, bouncy. I told you shifty earlier, and if you're a person that predominantly cares about your jump shot. But I view this shoe as a shoe for shifty and bouncy players. Okay, so yeah, I mean that's one of the most important things. If you have a shoe that's in great combination for shooter, shifty, and bouncy, I mean it's kind of hard to come across shoes that are good for all three. So for that kind of brings points back on the board for me as far as this shoe goes. Okay, um, so that's where we are with the Curry Flow 10s, guys. We'll be doing a comparison between the Curry Flow 9 and the Curry Flow 10, and be out on the look for that. Thank you guys for checking this video out. I'm out. Peace.